Hey feminine, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, per usual, as always, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us see, let us see. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? Just a few more days on that 50% off of the twin flame reading. Make sure you use the code at checkout, LOV333. All right. It will be ending at 11:59 p.m. on the 15th. All right. Also, if you didn't see that weekly message for the twins over on the Patreon as to what you can expect from the 10th through the 17th, go and check that out. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? All right, we have overnight success. Okay, some of y'all here glowing up. Recharge. Okay, taking care of yourself. Lessons learned. All right, you have completed karmic cycles here. Leveling up. You've gained a lot of wisdom. You're growing through your experiences. Okay. You're experiencing a breakthrough here. All right. Payday. Yes. Financial rewards. Different things like that coming in for you right now. You're being celebrated. Deja vu. Somebody's thinking about you. All right. Somebody's thinking about you and they're admiring you in secret. This may be something that you know, that you feel, that you're sensing. Okay. Somebody feels like there's an issue between the two of you that's unresolved when it comes to romance or love. You have a lot of eyes on you right now, a lot of attention. Okay, this is why you've had a glow up. And your glow up is internal and shows externally. All right, you're also in hustle mode. You're grinding right now. Okay, building yourself up, building something up. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for feminine. We have mirror, mirror. Okay, you're facing yourself and others. Doing reflective work. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's instant attraction between you and someone here. This is someone that is also very resilient. Also could have gone through a lot of things. Okay. But they've experienced a breakthrough as well. They've learned karmic lessons as well. They're wiser. Okay. Somebody feels like perhaps you're interested in someone else because you're not talking to them. So they may try to contact you through a fake profile to see if you respond to that person. Okay? Like someone feels like you're not talking to them. You're so focused on work, you know, but you guys have this unresolved situation. You have these unresolved issues. Okay, they're like, we got unfinished business basically. All right, you're not talking to me. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? If I come in as someone else, would you talk to me then? Okay, let's see. We have clickbait. Yeah, it's just to see if you would click on it. They may also post something just to see if you would click on it. Okay, deep fake toxic love. Okay, make it seem like they're happy with someone or somewhere, but they're not. It's just something to grab your attention. All right, I did see something about rebound because you're not paying them no mind. Okay. All right. We have behind the mask. Yeah, this person is going through it here. Somebody's thinking about you, missing you, feeling like y'all have unresolved issues. Again, unfinished business. But you're like, whatever took place between us, I've learned what I needed to learn. Okay, I've been taking the time to recharge my battery, taking a break from perhaps like social activities and any sort of participation in like really large events or gatherings or anything like that, just so you can come back better, right? Come back stronger, come back ready for whatever it is that Spirit has for you next, right? So your success is being celebrated right now. If not right now, soon to be celebrated. All right, gonna be cashing a lot of checks, a lot of money is going to be rolling in. Okay, and this is because of the work that you did on yourself. It starts within. All right, so abundance is a reflection of, a mirror of you being in alignment, you being balanced, right? So you've done the work within yourself, and this is why the abundance is flowing in. All right. It says rapid rise, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Okay. I feel like when you and this person met, whoever's coming through in this energy, it was an instant attraction between the two of you. I also feel like it could be for some of you that you moved on from someone and then you met someone else. It was just like an instant attraction. And he was like, okay, listen, I get it, Spirit. I see why this other situation that I initially wanted to work didn't work. I get it. You know, you were repeating certain patterns. You're like, I see what I need to work on. You worked on it and, you know, you move forward. All right, so this person is over here really sad. Okay, this person is frowning, this person is frowning, this person is frowning. They're all frowning. Okay. This person looks content. This person starts smiling because it's like, okay, I'm accepting something here. I'm accepting it for what it is. And I'm recharging. I'm, you know, taking the time to put the energy back into me. And then lo and behold, it works out in your favor. Now, somebody might do something to try to grab your attention here, or they might post something, but it's a false alarm. Something's not real. Something's not true. This could be someone that you're like, oh, we're just friends. We're only friends. They don't only want to be friends. They want to be more than that or something. Yeah, hidden emotions. They feel like, how could you not see or how could you not tell that this is how I'm feeling right now? So let's get into this tarot because I want to see like why they feel that way, you know? Why does this person feel like, well, feminine, you don't care, you know? You don't care. You don't see that I care? I keep seeing the Emperor, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Okay, is this someone that feels like they're your divine masculine and they're just watching you move on and feeling like there's nothing they could do about it? 'Cause that's what I'm seeing right here. All right, 1 second, y'all. All right, let's see. We have the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So somebody definitely wants to come in and make a love offer to you. Let's see for our feminines. King of Wands. Okay, if this is not a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, then this is somebody that wants to take action and come in towards you here as soon as possible. All right, but I also feel like take the sex out of it. The King of Wands could be you. You know, because the King of Wands is somebody that is very attractive, a leader, a boss, entrepreneur. That's the energy that you're showing up in right now. All right, getting a lot of attention, very attractive, extremely magnetic. Okay, and masculine is the energy of action. So you could just be doing a lot when it comes to work and putting something together, building something up. All right, so that's what I see here. The 10 of Wands is like something being heavy or burdensome, right? Difficult. So with that recharge, obviously there was a need to pull back from something or someone that you felt like was a little too difficult. Judgment is our discernment. So your discernment was, okay, I'm accepting that. If a person wanted to do something, they would. That could also be here. You know, if a person wanted to do something, they would. Wisdom has been gained and this cycle has been completed, right? I'm wiser now. I know better, okay? So we have 2 of Pentacles. Now, this is why perhaps you put someone in the friend zone, okay? Because you're like, well, the person is giving me energy like they want to be more than a friend, right? They want to be much, much more than a friend. However, they're not doing what I feel like a person who's interested in you romantically would be doing or something like that. You're 4 of Cups, okay? So perhaps you were offering your love or you felt like you were making attempts here in some way to get closer to this person, feeling the energy that they were hiding behind that mask, and they still just kept that mask on and wanted to act like they weren't feeling what they were feeling. So you just said, okay, you know, I learned my lesson. I'm going to move on, right? You're not trying to beat a dead horse. You're like, well, if I'm thinking that there's something here and this person is showing me there's nothing here, well, what am I putting my energy into this for, right? Again, back to the energetic deficit. who's doing that. So because you transferred the energy back to where it belongs, Two of Pentacles, this is why the payday energy is flowing and all that. Because now you're back in the energy of flow and not stagnation. All right, yeah, Ace of Wands. This is why there could be a breakthrough. You said, okay, I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of passion. I have a lot of desire. I could put it into something else. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles, see, and here's the Queen of Wands. Now, the thing about it is, if we're talking about this person as the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, doesn't matter which one. It's a vibrational match. You understand what I'm telling you? And the thing about twin souls is they're two people who share an energetic signature, right? So because of that, again, you felt like an energetic deficit was taking place because you were putting action in that this other person was not putting in. So it was like all the weight was being put on you. All the weight of maintaining a connection or a relationship, an emotional connection and relationship was put on you or something like that because they wanted to hide behind the mask. All right. So, yeah, I feel like you took the necessary steps to change or transfer the energy, transmute it. Okay. It's like alchemy. All right. With that Ace of Wands, you transmuted the energy. You say, okay, there's an energetic deficit here because I'm giving so much and receiving so little. But if I were to take all this energy that I have that I'm putting into this, where I'm ultimately, only ending up with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, then I would have much more for myself. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. And also, the Queen of Wands is a very warm, vibrant energy. Five of Pentacles is like being left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. Okay, feeling rejected, neglected, stuff like that. So with being on red, that goes hand in hand, right? Ignored messages, somebody's waiting anxiously, no replies coming through from you. So they're like, well, maybe they're busy. And you are. You're very busy because you're not putting that energy and time into this anymore. Okay, so yeah, the Lovers, and it is a divine counterpart. You guys share the energetic signature. That's what it is. All right, Ace of Pentacles. So this person really wants to make an offer to you here, okay? They really do. But I feel like this person is trapped in this energy of just thinking negative things, okay? Because for behind the mask to be the last card, it's like you're afraid to show who you really are. And it's not because no one sees you, because feminine sees you already. It's because you don't see you. You know what I mean? So what can you really do about that? Again, why the Ten of Wands is here. All right. So it says hidden emotions, concealing self, concealing true self, afraid to show reality. No one sees the real me. They're not showing the real them. And the only person that can see the real them is the person they don't take the mask off for. You know what I'm saying? That you just so happen to be High Priestess, so you can see straight through it. Okay? Now, for you, yeah, with the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords, notice the person is blindfolded, right? So it's like not being able to see what's right in front of you or choosing to ignore it, right? So it's something about what you saw in this person but chose to ignore. Okay, and that's what made it harder than it needed to be, because you could have saw that this person wasn't ready to take off their mask. Okay, you could have known this because the patterns with this person are repetitive. Okay, so you're like, if they were truly ready to take off this mask, I would see something different. I don't see anything different. I'm seeing the same thing. I'm getting the same thing. So hence the Five of Pentacles. You know, you like, we've been here before. The reason the issues are unresolved is because you do nothing to resolve them. So we stay in a situation where there's just unresolved issues. What exactly about that is something that you would want to do when you see every time you shift your energy back to where it needs to be, things start flowing in? Why would you want to put your energy into something else then? Like something that's not going to do anything but disappoint you again, you feel, because the person is going to keep that mask on. All right. Yeah, so the Eight of Wands is movement. Okay, progression. Again, like I said, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be at a standstill here. the Strength card. All right. So it's like you healed yourself. You did the work to go within, work on you. Now, some of you may have fire sign placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Double emphasis on Leo right now with this Strength card here. But don't have to, okay? Triple emphasis, actually, because it's the Wheel of Fortune, right? So, oh, excuse me. So, yeah. Right? And then we have the Lovers. Again, with this twin flame energy. The Knight of Cups. All right, the Knight of Cups is affection and love. All right, is that here with this swipe right? Yeah, so somebody's coming in wanting to offer affection and love. We have the Devil. Because they're thinking about you obsessively. Now, we know this is your twin flame because we keep seeing the Lover's card. And we already know that the two of you are an energetic vibrational match. Like, you share that signature. So we know that part. All right, so this Devil energy is like the energy they're trapped in, you know? It's the fear, it's the denial, it is the resistance, it is, you know, all of that. Now, again, it's not you. And that's why I say, if you're a true twin, then you understand. If you're not, if you're in the energy of love as an awakened, conscious twin, then you understand, you understand. If you're still asleep and you're still hiding behind this egotistical mask yourself, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. Or you're going to be like, oh, a person is making excuses. Oh, they doing this. Oh, if they really wanted to, they would. No, a desire is one thing, but to actually put your action behind it is something else. So are they desiring you? Are they yearning for you? Is this there? Yes, I feel like there's this familiarity and it feels like home and all that other stuff. Yes. But if a person is not yet ready to face themselves, be true and honest with themselves, they can't be true and honest with you. They can't be true and honest with anybody. All right. So even though you are this high priestess and you know, like you know, and you see behind the mask and there's nothing that anyone could say or do that could tell you different, you have to understand that this energy is like an opposing energy. This energy is the opposite of love. You understand? It's not that the two of you are the opposite. The energy that they're stuck in is the opposite of where they're trying to get to. All right, so I really hope that that makes sense. If this is your reading, if you're a true twin, if you're conscious, if you're awakened, if you're in a certain place, then you understand. But people can only understand you where they are. And that I understand, right? So let us see. Seven of Pentacles is investing into something, but it's also waiting. So you invested into this, but you waited for certain action to happen that perhaps just never came through. All right. So Two of Wands, I feel like you have this choice to make. Now, this person has their phone in their hand. You have your phone in your hand, okay? Could also be iPad or something like that because that looks really big, okay? But some phones nowadays be big as I don't know what. Like, why do you need that big old phone? Look like my desk. Like, why do you need that big old phone? But anyway, so yeah, and then there's a computer here. So this person could definitely be on every which screen that they had. A computer here. All right, you see, you guys are a vibrational match. All right, you're probably into a lot of the same things, okay? And do things a lot of the same ways. Believe it or not, okay? So it's like underneath it all, this person just has to face themselves. All right, but back to the point. So they're looking at their phone, waiting on your messages. You're looking at yours. You see the messages. You're picking and choosing as to if you want to respond or not. I feel like the idea of it feels good to you. You know, like the idea of coming together with your twin, that feels good to you. But the actuality of it and what you've witnessed thus far, it's like it's a fantasy. It's not real because this person may, you know, feel these things, but they're not thoroughly expressing them, or they say one thing and do something else. You know, take it whichever way it resonates with you. But with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, it's like having to pick and choose and go back and forth about, okay, what are the pros or the cons versus me replying or not? You know, what are the pros or the cons versus me letting them back in or not? Because ultimately, this could be clickbait. They doing it to grab my attention. I get them my attention. And then what do they do with it? Nothing. Now I'm back in this energetic deficit and back in a stagnant energy. All because what? I want to open myself up to somebody who is stuck in the energy of fear. Now, mind you, right? Me loving this person, me showing up, me doing all this stuff, it didn't do anything. Hence the Ten of Wands. It's like you was doing a lot, but it didn't do anything. Okay? Or so it looked like on a surface level. Child. It may have did something. All right, let's see. We got the 7 of Cups. I feel like a person changes when they're ready. You know? Something changes when you're ready for it to change. Not when other people tell you it should change. Yes, the 8 of Cups, right? So it's like they're trying to hold on to you for dear life. I mean, really, for real, okay? Not letting go. Even if you walk away, still holding on, all right? So you're always going to energetically feel them, even if you're not speaking to them. Because of that, they're always holding on to you. 7 of Swords. But you don't trust this person here. 9 of Pentacles. You don't trust them at all. The Empress. Let's see. Behind the mask. Page of Cups. So what's behind the mask? Apology. I'm sorry. So this person is very egotistical and prideful. They are not going to say, I apologize, perhaps, for some of them. It could be something here that they need to apologize for, but they just will not do it. Or they're hiding the fact that they want to come back together because they recognize that you may not. Yeah, hiding the fact that they want to come back together because they feel like you may not. But they do feel this is a destined path. But 7 of Swords is deception. Queen of Swords is very intelligent, very smart, can see through BS. The High Priestess can see through what, you know, is like reading energy and seeing what isn't even there yet. Okay, seeing what's to come. The Queen of Wands has the gift of foresight also. So you put all those things together. It's like this person cannot hide themselves from you. But they're still hiding from themselves though. That's interesting, right? Alright, so let's see. We have the King of Wands. Oh, and let me just say this. I want to be very clear, okay? With what I just said, I want you to please use your discernment if you have it. Use your sense if you have it. Because not everybody, right, that hears this message is this message for, right? Because some people will hear it and be like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get them to see. I'm trying to get them to see that we belong together. I've been trying to tell them, trying to show them. I've been showing up at their job and their house. And that's crazy. Nobody talking about all that, okay? Please don't be out here popping up on people, stalking people, doing all that because you feel like you know that y'all belong together and you know that they had these feelings. If this person has never in no way, shape, form, or fashion expressed these feelings, or if you know that this is not a twin, or you know this is something you do every other 4 months with different people. Please. All right? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to be serious because we really want to bring twins together. You get what I'm saying? And we want people to be in the right frame of mind when they do it. All right? I feel like sometimes people try to use excuses or hide behind masks in this case, again, you know, to use something as an excuse for their irrational behavior. No, you get what I'm saying? So not everybody that says they are a twin is a twin. And if you truly understand and coming from a conscious place, then you understand what I'm saying. All right. So yeah, the moon. The moon is, again, what has yet to be revealed, what's hidden, you know, true feelings, things like that. So back to those masks. King of Wands, you're not taking no action. You're hiding your feelings behind the mask. Everything is slow rolling. Now, I like the Knight of Pentacles because the Knight of Pentacles takes their time to make sure that everything is in its place. So let's say, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, right? Let's say they both have a mission to get something accomplished. The Knight of Swords is going to get it done in like 2 weeks. The Knight of Pentacles, it might take the Knight of Pentacles like 4 months. Okay? And the reason for that, you know, is because they want to make sure that, okay, I have everything in order. I got everything together. I got all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? So if you were to compare those two, it's a difference. Okay? And so you're like, dang, it took you 4 months to do something that took, oh boy, 2 weeks to do. But You got to remember that it's not a race. Just like this spiritual journey in our evolution, it's not a race. Our souls evolve when they're ready to evolve, when you have gained the wisdom that you need to gain. So this is why feminine, you're in the space of saying, okay, if masculine is stuck and trapped in karmic cycles and they want to repeat negative things and all that, you know, I'm going to be graceful, but it doesn't mean I have to be present physically for that, because then I get trapped in that cycle with them. I've already risen above that. So what I can do is continue to rise, which in turn will challenge your divine counterpart in a way, right? To level up themselves if they truly want to reunite with their twin. If they don't, then no, again, keep making excuses. You be in that energy of fear, hesitation, denial, resistance, restraint, you know, lack, all that stuff. You're not going into that energy, okay? So yeah, if they have to take their time to figure it out, you know, then so be it. Now, mind you, the 8 of Cups is here, the 9 of Cups is here. I mean, the 8 of Cups is here, the Page of Cups is here. Page is like a little offer, small offer, you know, peace offering, right? Think about it like that. Well, that's like 1 cup though. So if this person were to follow their heart, perhaps, or were to take the action they feel like they should take, or something along those lines, perhaps they would get that 9th cup, which is their heart's desire. But in the event they're trying to leave everything on you and have you be the one carrying the emotional burden of the relationship, the emotional weight, you won't do it, okay? So we have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. Yep, you see? It's like, no. If you're going to stay stuck in this, if me coming together with you means you staying stuck in this, now we stuck in this and everything's difficult, no. But do they want to come together with you? Yes, but they have to rise above that first, you see? 6 of Wands. They have to rise above that first. And because they're in the energy, 6 of Wands, you decided to shift your focus onto things that will bring you success. All right, so with the Hermit, yes, they might feel like you've isolated yourself, or you've gone within, or you're distant, or what have you. And you may think this person isn't paying you no mind. Yes, they are. They're sending you energy. Or they may think that you don't think that they're paying you no mind, but you're the High Priestess and you know. So you see that person is like, they close their laptop and they're like sending the energy like, well, if it's cracked, they can't see me. They can't look through the camera. No, I'm High Priestess. I don't have to look through the camera. I see you as if I'm looking through a camera. I see you as if I'm looking at you right in person. Okay? So it's something like that. All right, so I'm distant because Ace of Cups, you know. I'm focused on restoring my spirit. Again, with that recharging my battery. Okay, but they still want to come in and make this love offer to you. All right, now, Temperance. Divine intervention, protection, balance. Yeah, so it's like you did this to maintain your temperament, honey. And they like, everything is fine. This is my no, it's really not card. It's really not fine when we see this. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles. All right. Also, thank you guys so much for sticking out through this reading. I know in the beginning I was clearing my throat and stuff. Y'all know it's that time of the year where the weather is changing and things like that. You know, sometimes you hear people clearing their throat. It's a little bothersome. And you know how that goes, guys. But thank y'all for understanding. I appreciate it. Those are the people that are here for the message. They're like, girl, we here for the message. If you got to clear your throat, you human, you normal. You know what I'm saying? Then you get those people that be like, why are you clearing your throat? You don't ever have to clear your throat. Crazy person. All right, but let us see. Hey, it's my first reading of the day, too. I had to get me some water. Like, you don't ever have to clear your throat. Silly self. All right, we have the High Priestess and the Empress. You see what I'm saying? Divine feminine energy. Page of Wands. They get the message now. Yeah, deja vu. They get the message now. They get the message now. They get it, boo. They're like, oh, that is my divine counterpart. That's why I feel this way. That's why I'm so tempted to take this mask off. For society, they may always pretend like everything's good, but it's really not. There's a difference between somebody who's genuinely happy, always smiling, and somebody who's like pushing it on their face. It's a big difference. Okay, guys? Like, again, use your discernment. Like yesterday, I mentioned something about feminine being really happy and always smiling and always positive. That there is a difference, and I really hope you guys understand that. Then I saw a video, and it was like, and I didn't watch the video, I just saw it when I was scrolling, and it was like, yeah, this is how you know that somebody real toxic. I said, no, that is a different thing. And I just kept on scrolling because, again, I have discernment. So why am I seeing that? Because somebody wants to what? Illusions, right? But there is no illusion. The truth is that energy is loud. And your energy says everything about you. You're this Empress, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's like, huh? Like, I'm not pretending. I'm for real. But some people are so used to everybody being fake because that's all they're surrounded by. It's fake people. All right? So this person recognizes you're the real, and now they're suffering in silence here again behind that mask. Or, you know, even if it's silent, you sense it, you feel it, you know, but you can't be in a certain energy with them. And you could have even said this to this person. I mean, you were honest. They have to stand up and fight for themselves. Don't let themselves stay in this energy. Yeah, you did the healing work. You were wounded. You were hurt. All right, I feel like justice is about to be served if it has not already been served. All right, the scales of justice are tipping in your favor. We have death here. Transformation is taking place. Alchemy is taking place. You could have met this person online too with that swipe right. Okay. Originally, that could have been another thing that played into their fears. Or yours. I don't really feel like it was yours though. With the High Priestess, the Empress, you trust yourself. You trust your intuition. You trust what you feel. Alright, Three of Cups. Yeah, this person wants to take you out. They want to go on a date. Alright. A Hierophant. I'm getting here too. Like, if this is not them and this is somebody else, it's like you're going to go on a date, and that date is going to turn into a bunch of dates. Like, you hang out with somebody one time and then you just never stop. And so that might be why the Two of Wands is here. Like, when this person comes back, you have to decide. This person that I met that is like soulmate energy. We have this beautiful harmony. There's none of that other stuff going on. Like, twin flame journeys have a lot going on, but they're not like karmic energies. You know, like karmic energies hold you back. Twin flame energies uplift you. And you become even better. You become greater. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what's happening here. That's why I said you're getting what you want. Justice is being served. Like, this person is going through the transformation in their rebirth with the Death card. But it's like right at that same time, though. You get what I'm saying? There may be someone else that comes in. If this is not them saying, hey, let's work on this, let's go on a date with the intention of going on several, you know, investing into this connection the proper way, you know, showing you that I love and care about you, I appreciate you, you mean something to me, I do recognize this connection, you know, I'm going to take the action that I say I'm going to take. If it's not that, then it's definitely somebody else. Because Seven of Wands, I feel like they're going to come in and fight for this. Yeah, see, they want that 9th cup. They want that 9th cup. All right, but it's like, what you gonna do with it though? Again, if it's just gonna be all the emotional weight and burden is on you, you don't want to do it. 8 of Cups and the Death card. Yeah, you walking away cause this person to go through their rebirth, their spiritual awakening. All right, the 5 of Cups. Yep. It's like they're missing you terribly. Okay. And sometimes they feel like there's nothing they can do about it. Hence that fake profile thing for some of them. The Knight of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, because they feel like they might really be losing you to somebody else. And they feel like they're your masculine. Y'all supposed to be together. The Empress, the Emperor. The King and Queen of Wands. They feel like, no, we supposed to be together. But 2 of Swords, I didn't see something in front of me. I wasn't ready to see it. Something. Yeah, and this is called 3 of Swords energy. Heartache. Not just for this Empress, but for me too. So again, yes, you caused this person to go through their spiritual awakening here. All right. Yes, they want to invest into this. King of Cups. Yes, that's justice being served. The person coming in, wanting to do anything that they can to try to nurture this connection. Yeah, because they're not okay. They are not okay right now. King of Cups is like a huge amount of love, a deep love, okay? And that Ten of Swords is like something being done. Finished. Someone feeling finished. Alright, the Chaser. Yeah, they're going to be coming after you. That's that King of Wands energy. Alright, yeah, because it can't be over. They don't want this to be over. It's the please no. Okay, heartbroken. Deeply hurt and sad. Feeling lost. Grieving and despair. Breakup. Alright. Not today. Boundaries and hurt. Avoiding conversation. Not dealing. Still upset. They're like, you're really still upset with me. You really won't talk to me. You really not going to reply to my messages. Wedding rings. They feel like you're the one. They want to come into union. Again with that Four of Wands. The Empress is not just divine feminine. She's a wife. The Emperor is not just divine masculine. He's a husband. All right, we have love call. Expressing love. Messages of love. Thinking of you and informing you. Yep. It's like they're wanting to reach out in every which way they can. Again, I see phones. I see tablets. I see laptops. All right. Desktops. This person is finding any way that they can reach out to you. All right. Death card again. But you're like, I don't think this person has learned anything. I've learned a lot. Okay, so because you're really standing your ground here, standing up for yourself this way, it's showing them what they need to see, you know. But this is what twins are meant to do, wake each other up. It doesn't always mean that you're going to come together the way that you may like. There's always this romantic attraction there, but it doesn't mean you're always going to work it out, right? In the event that you just feel like your heart can't take it, or this person just really is not doing the work, or they're faking it, they're just saying it just to get you back. If that's what you feel, right here it says mirror each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. Yep, this person has to work on their inner wounds. You work on yours, they need to work on theirs. Okay, teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Yep, that's that Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. You lift them up. Okay, it's the homie, love, a friend energy that we're always referring to on our channel here. All right, yeah, this person could have had a current relationship. All right, somewhere at some point in time. They were looking at your pictures and saying, I can't stay away from this person. I got to break free from this karmic cycle. Yeah, they feel like they love you no matter what, no matter who. This current relationship, they feel like they were in because they felt like they weren't enough. They had to remember who they were, or remember who they are. Yeah. It's alright, y'all. It cut off, but they're missing you. It cut off at so it's not like much cut off. They're missing you, okay? Really wanting you to come back. All right, they have to go within and do the work. Work on their inner wounds. All right, we had teddy bear. This person wants intimacy. It says interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, and want to date. So the person definitely wants to date you. All right, for sure. And then we had karmic relationship. I said they have a karmic relationship somewhere. All right, but they were in it because they felt like they weren't enough. All right, blowing kisses. There's unconditional love between the two of you, regardless of what or who. Right now, they don't know how you feel with poker face. You know, are you moving on or not with this ship here? All right, you're not showing your hand. You're not showing what you have going on. They just see things growing. They see you growing. They see your life growing. They see whatever, your success growing, all that, right? I think I said that already. Abundance. It says positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss and blessings. All right, so that's where your attention is. You're focused on abundance. You shifted it from this person, what they were doing, what we were doing, what we have going on, carrying all this weight, to, okay, you know, I'm putting it back into me. Business plans, you know, perhaps your educational endeavors for some of you, you know, because I saw the Hierophant when I was shuffling, right? And the Hierophant is not just marriage and commitment, but things that we are committed to, right? It's also higher learning and things like that, right? So it could be something like that. Also, some of you could be therapists, or in therapy if this is not this person. All right, but you're taking the steps that you have to take in order for you to advance and move forward. And I feel like that is inspiring your twin to do the same thing, right? It says the golden mirror. Yeah, in some ways they're realizing, okay, I haven't been doing my work. I haven't been facing my truth. I've been over here avoiding things, really avoiding self. Right? When you think about it, you're avoiding self in that instance. You're not avoiding anybody else for real. All right. It says live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Okay. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really it is. Okay. I feel like they want to be all in. They want to put both feet in. They want to commit to being in this twin flames relationship with you. I won't say situation. No, you don't want no situation. All right. It says let your feelings out. All of them. Even the ones that scare you. Yeah, these twin flame emotions, they are scaring them. Right here it says clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. They need to meditate. They need to do a lot. They need to meditate, cleanse and balance their chakras. It says say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. All right. And take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. So some of them might be feeling that Ten of Wands energy right now, being without you. All right. But you feel like if y'all come together and they're still stuck in a certain energy, it would be a Ten of Wands on you. So it's like they have to decide if they're going to leave the past behind. If not, then they're going to be in your past, you know. And it's not that you giving them an ultimatum type of thing. You're like, no, I know what I want. That's it, you know. That's it. There's nothing else really to it. Yeah, stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Exactly. So again, with you being in the energy of acceptance, if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not, then it won't. But I don't feel you forcing anything. Okay. This person really wants to come in. They recognize you are a resilient love, a resilient lover. That's another thing that's been coming up a lot in our most recent readings. It says never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. They're seeing that with the Seven of Pentacles. High Priestess, Empress, right? You always bounce back. But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and AQUARIUS.